Hello. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. The 4 hour been consolidating past few bars here. Let me know in the chat whether your bias is bearish, bullish, or neutral. Nice hoodie, thanks. Bonjour. Hello, France. Hello, Chicago. Hello, Northwest Indiana. Hello, good morning, Michigan. How y'all doing? Beautiful day to read price action. Let's see. What we did is we inverted this 4 hour here. We're digging into this daily on NASDAQ. ES is above where yesterday we had a little bit of a 4 hour divergence there, but we're above that on that local high now, so it's not really much to be holding there like that. Actually, I see some S&T here. The low. This Asia low. I'm thinking I'm bullish. Yesterday we had a pretty bullish day. Who else caught longs yesterday? It was on the Ninja Trader show. Caught longs there. It was pretty good. And we've managed to sustain that move overnight. We consolidated. So that's actually a good thing to see. Consolidation overnight. For the bulls. So basically, I wouldn't want this low to get taken out if we're going to remain bullish. I think that's enough. A little retracement there. Yeah. Looks fine hourly. It's just like a little dicey because it seems like it's consolidating quite a bit. Good morning. Wicked Dude said he got stopped out of 2 trades, red, and then 1 winner yesterday after flipping bias. He had a green day. That's great. Good job flipping your bias. I also was bearish to start out the day yesterday, but I didn't really see anything that I wanted to put risk down on because there was an SMT at the open, just like this. So I kind of held off and needed it to prove to me that it was bullish. I went long, I believe either in, I think in here, yeah. From here to there. We continued higher more, so we're above midnight, 8:30 open. We don't have any more news for today. Tomorrow we have NFP, so I actually don't like trading the day before NFP. It's not fun for me most of the time, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna write down bullish want PM low, pre-market low to hold. What do you guys see your biases? Yeah, you guys are 64% bullish. Yeah. Alright. Makes it kind of worrisome for me that too many people are bullish. It's either might be a nasty seek and destroy start of the day, or it just keeps going up, no retracement. Alright, 19% bear, 17% neutral. Cool. What's the ATR now the last 5 days? Let's see. Pesos. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. ATR. Pew. Alright. It's 557 for NASDAQ and 100 for ES. Honestly, yeah, I would like to see buy side taken into that last week's end log. I mean, it's a high with a lot of space above it. So, ES is already way above that. So, ideally the pre-market low holds. If it doesn't hold, then, at the morning, if we take out the pre-market low, then I'm kind of just gonna sit on my hands. Because it's not gonna make sense. It's kind of hard to even find a good trade. This is the 5. Okay. See how these start out. I have to start on the 15. Let me see the 5 here again. It's very, efficient. No FEGs on the 5 that I see that are popping out to me. Well, let's see how this morning starts. Plan is to look for longs. No, I'd rather have the 290 area hold because we have an SMT there with ES. ES took out that Asia low there at 8 a.m. NASDAQ didn't, so I'd rather have that be the low of the session, the low of the, yeah. Alright, we have the open literally in 30 seconds. Take a sip of water. Start on the 15. Yes, a bit stronger there at the open. Someone said, yikes, Dow making new all-time highs. Interesting. Yeah. Damn, son. A little bit back and forth here on the Nasdaq at the open, since to open. Just very large wicks. Alright. Like, that's kind of ugly. 20-point long wicks. 30-point long wicks. Yeah, maybe midnight open sweep then up. Maybe. Not a bad idea. A lot of back and forth these first few minutes. You know, no FEGs. It is retracing. It got close to midnight open right before it. ES did not hit the pre-market high, and it's starting to retrace now. Back to 9:30 open. ES has a couple of open 15 5-minute FEGs below. Retrace that. Not giving us a lot to work with here at the start of the day. And I'm still in the consolidating phase. Put an alert if Nasdaq takes out this low. Then that won't be good for bulls, you know. And I'll have to go back to the drawing board. So far we're tracing quite a bit. We're below the midnight open at the moment for the Nasdaq. Our first meaningful drop since the morning started. See what the next candle does, if it makes some sort of bearish FEG. I say bulls with New York accent. Yeah, probably. Took me out yesterday. I realized the Chicago Bulls and Bears. Those are the names of their teams. It's kind of funny. All it has to do with the CME being there. Yeah, looks like Nasdaq's falling. Oh my gosh. Okay. Many times I dug into this daily vid a lot. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We just dropped 80 points in the last 2 minutes. All right. Not looking too hot. I was hoping a little tap down into here and then a reversal. 15-minute point of interest, minute change in structure. We haven't got that. 64% of you guys were bullish this morning as well. So that's what I said. I said when there's too many of us that are bullish, it's going to be difficult. It's too crowded of a trade. Tab that bearish FEG now. Let's see if it takes out that low or not. They're fighting. Bears and the bulls are fighting, bro. Okay, let's see. Ding, ding, ding. That's no fun. We took out the low. Oh, man. I'm sorry to the bulls, bro. And now I said, like, I wanted that low to hold for me to look for long, so now I gotta just, this SMT is invalidated. Right. Now I gotta go back to the drawing board. Let's see what we react to, like, this 4-hour low. How we react to the Asia low. We just took it out. I don't know. We consolidated. Accumulation. Don't love that we didn't have an SMT at a high for me to think, like, manipulation and distribution lower. This could just be more accumulation within here. Because tomorrow we have NFP. Alright, let's see what happens here. Asia low. We made a bearish FEG right above that with a little volume imbalance there. No, I'm sorry. 64% of the chat was bullish. You see, I think here you really had to have your limit in and ready for that and be bearish for this to work out. I think this is like a 1-to-1. Not bad. 1 to 1.3. Not a bad trade there. Okay. Let's see. We're digging back into where we made that bearish FEG. So right now I'm like, okay, we're either going to be seek and destroy or we're going to be, bearish. I think it's more likely. I don't know. We'll see. We're below 9:30 midnight and 8:30 right now. See if we can. We just had an inversion there, actually. Okay. Personally, I don't know. Oh, I need to see maybe some more. Get back above 8:30 open for me to try any bullishness, or at least take out another swing high. So we didn't take out a swing high yet. What I don't want to happen is like consolidating towards like in this area. You want to have a quick reversal if it's gonna be any good. Right now you have an outside candle in the 4-hour. Like, it sucks. You took out the last previous 4-hour candle high and low. Right? Oh, actually, wait. What am I looking at there? That is for the 4-hour. This was 4-hour NQ look different. Oh, it's the hourly, yeah. 4-hour we did. Take out the previous 4-hour high and previous 4-hour low. Man, I'm kind of more like I said earlier in this stream, that if we took out that low, I'd be more likely to want to sit on my hands. Let me know what you guys are looking at in the chat. Just looking at the 15-minute, you have so much consolidation from overnight. From this morning so far, we took out the low again, invalidated the S&T, especially if ES comes back down to the pre-market low. It's invalidating all that. Don't have any sharp reversal back up either. So did not want it to consolidate here, and it is. So it's not looking too hot for the bulls. Yeah, I agree. I also like the way that the first presented FEG looks like when you look at other time frames. I think that it's also the 5-minute. It's an FNG on the 5-minute and within the 15 also. That looks like it wants to grind higher. It is at all-time highs. Nothing seems to be stopping that one. It doesn't go higher. What is it doing? I don't know. Why don't you ask it? Very mixed day, Look at the heat map. That's the S&P 500. You have Google down almost 3%. Everything else is slightly green or flat or slightly red. So it's just a very mixed bag there. Same thing in the NASDAQ. Google's holding the market down for sure. Chips are down also. They're semis. And then, everything else is slightly green. So I don't like it when we're very mixed. Hard to come up with a bias. Okay, that inversion didn't hold, look. So, meh. But I kind of waited for more upside rather than just taking the first inversion, because I said I wanted that SMT to hold. The fact that it wasn't, it's just like I don't like this price action. Feels like you could just get any sort of news candle, random news in the next couple minutes, and then it'll pop up 70 points back up. The thinly traded market. Where do I check the heat map? It's on Trading View. But I also pay for the stock data. I'll look at that. I just said could pop up back 70 points. And we popped up probably 40 to 50 just now. This is pretty ugly price action. Just not worth risk for me, because you have a wide stop and we're range trading a lot. Like, this is literally what price action looks like. Even if we take out that swing high, right? Let's say we take out this swing high. It's so difficult to put a stop somewhere. Like, what, am I gonna put an 80-point stop here? I don't know. Doesn't seem very responsible. It's uncomfortable, I don't know. My point is I'd rather have like a cleaner structure, a swing low to go with. Okay. Yeah, this is a 5-minute FEG as well. Bearish. But what we've seen is like, have FEGs even been holding? Not really, right? It's like, but this one took out this high, came back down into it, took out a high here, didn't take out this one, came all the way back down, you know. It's just, yeah, this one didn't hold, yeah, either side. So it's very, very hard to trust this for me. Yes, back at the 9:30 open level. NASDAQ in the first presented FEG also tapping midnight open. Midpoint of that first presented FEG, just somewhere around the same area. So I wouldn't be surprised if it like fades a little bit from here. Let's see. I don't know. So far it's taking this out. See if it inverts this. Actually, that was a pretty strong close there. Let's see. 8:30 open. Oh no, bro. You have a breaker there. This is your breaker. Swing high before the swing low. It's actually all of this. So we took out the low again. Tapped into that. You have a mitigation block. This is my issue is like where do I put a stop for if I'm gonna take a long? Just seems like a really wide stop. I don't trust that this low would hold either, so it's maybe I don't know. Have to be like down here. And it's also been just nasty up and down, so previous day high. Market high. Okay. Yes, took out pre-market high. We're pretty much in a seek and destroy kind of environment then. Having people over on both sides, kind of. Alright. Yeah, pretty much like seek and destroy vibes because I mean there's no retracements, it goes just straight down and straight up a lot. And if it was gonna be better, it should have held this inversion, honestly. That been an SNT intention. Honestly, taking it out again is kind of not my favorite. So Nasdaq has yet to reach pre-market high, previous day high. It's definitely lagging. Could be a six sister. Really not my favorite kind of price action at all. I'd rather Nasdaq get past the previous day high. I'm okay with missing any retracement going down and then to here. I'd rather get past previous day high and try to go for more buy side, right? And create some sort of swing low that I could reasonably put a stop at. Imagine we come all the way back down again. Then that's really seek and destroy. 9:30, 9:30, and bullish FEG and the swing high. 4 hour, right? We was just closed the 10 a.m. candle. We actually have like a wiki situation here. We closed pretty high up within this range. Hello. These bear market rallies are vicious, said somebody. I don't even know. I don't think that this is even a bear market. Bear market is like if we're 20% off the highs. It just seems like we're consolidating a lot. Let's see what we do. We're gonna hold up this FEG in a premium. See what the next 15-minute candle does. It's like above its open at the moment. I had a good trade yesterday. It was more logical. Today's not as logical to me, but also yesterday it took me a little bit to figure it out. I think I entered at like 10:20, 10:30. It's too difficult. All right. I really don't trust the way that we've been going, right? Prop. Like, this is... Honestly, really does feel like we're gonna have an ugly morning. More consolidation. For people that like wolf flags, like how this looks like, it doesn't look too bad. And then this swing high, pre-market high, or no, the high from the day actually, now it's going to take it out. So yeah, that's a nice pop above there. So the 15-minute actually is looking pretty good for holding up. Just took out previous day high. Pretty big pop up there. Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it will continue higher now from here. See where the FEG ends up, yeah. I'd be willing to try that out. I'm at limits in if it gets there. Just tap previous day high again. Got really close to my limit fill. It didn't fill me yet. Got like one point before it. I don't want to just take it, to be honest. It would just react like that at previous day high again, but I don't want to be too chasey. He has just tapped into it. I'm just gonna take it anyway. Okay, I just took it. It just looks too strong. Yes, came back into the FEG. Still 1.5. Okay. 514.25 is where I'm aiming for. I just hit buy because I saw like it came 1 point before my fill, and then I was like, all right, well, I would rather just be in and have like 10 points worse of a fill than it go without me at that point. Tapped on previous day high, and ES did come into this FEG, I think. Or did it make a little equal low? Oh, it made an equal low, so maybe it will retrace. It'll be fine. Hanging around previous day high, which is a good sign. Deaf candle right now. Could have caught up. Probably got caught out in the fake out then. We'll see. I don't really like the look of that candle at all. Yes, took out that low too. Oh, GG, I got faked out there. Sheesh. Okay. Adhere, bro. Alright. Whatever it wants to do here. Wants to retrace more? Or does it want to reverse? I don't know. Okay, I got faked out. Got me there. I don't really know. Some people that even joined from the bull flag got stopped out too. People that joined here also stopped out. So I don't know if this is going to be a reversal back down to the lows or if it's just a manipulation. So far that's a bearish breaker, bearish FEG. An inversion. So like the 3 PDRAs just got violated. Back below 930 open. Oh man, are we just gonna go? We are consolidating then. I just got freaking trapped. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough, bro. Yeah, it's not the easiest of price action to trade today. Oh my god, the hourly is so ugly. Fair enough. Wanted to try. Wanted to try momentum play when we were consolidating, so obviously it got stopped. Okay. I don't really know. Took out the low, took out the high. Now we're retracing. I don't know whether this is a retracement on the higher time frame or if this is a reversal here, back down to the low. See what it does. If it takes out this low again. I don't know. But what is it gonna do? I feel like I just try to I paid my price for finding out whether it's if that was another sweep and then continuation higher, but we're just not doing that, so business expense. Yeah. This is what we're trying to figure out the next direction in. IDK took out this low and this high, so looked like it was continuation after that high, so I tried that. Okay. Back to the drawing board. And they got me today. They enticed me there, and then they shot a death candle at me. Damn. Market will always humble you like that. Okay. DS is up 0.2%, Nasdaq is up 0.2%. Now, tomorrow's on FP8. Let's see this. This is still mixed. Still mixed heat map. I really don't want to fuck around and find out today. What does chat think? I think I tried one trade. Told me it's not going to be a trendy day like that. On the 1 minute at least. So. You know the Super Bowl? I was watching some of it. I saw so many commercials. Like, what else am I watching? The Winter Olympics? Zamir, like, half the commercials are for Ozempic, and then the other half are for, like, gambling companies. I just saw someone post, someone from my friend group that's not a trader or anything, got a Kalshi account. She wrote, So fun. She has put $25 in her account. I'm like, okay. I don't know, you guys. You guys think the top is in? Ozempic and what's the other thing? Yeah, gambling and AI. Market's been nasty lately. Yeah, it just treated me pretty nasty. So, like, that was kind of nasty. That was crazy. Yeah, this inversion, right? And then look, it wiped us all out, and now it's coming back up. Not mitigation, blocking an inversion. Wiped out a bunch of people. All coming back. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Yesterday I caught like a similar kind of trade, I think. But it was like after it took out this high again. Maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. We'll see. It's not the cleanest. I don't even care. It's all the way back. It's like pretty much at my entry again. It's kind of funny. ES back at almost a new high. Let's see how much ES dropped there. It came back to 50%. Kind of interested to see what it does at this high. Is ES gonna take out this high with a displacement again? Maybe we get upside towards that buy side liquidity? Or is it gonna be nasty? I think it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see. I just gotta be mindful. I just hate trade. I literally said I don't like trading the day before NFP so much. Be a lot of back and forth. Yeah, I could have taken a smaller size, but yeah, whatever. No regrets. No regrets. Who watched that movie? Good morning, ICT. Alan said he had one win, one loss. Felt like he feels like coin flipping. Don't flip a coin. That's the worst thing you could do right now. I have multiple entry rules. Yeah, pretty much. I kind of trying to figure out if we're having a low resistance or high resistance run day. Today definitely feels is like a high resistance run day. High resistance to the upside, I suppose. Which means like some stops are gonna get taken, but I didn't know that until this happened. The slow was taken here. Okay. What happened to my cursor? I feel like what? Oh, here it is. Put it on the other screen, sorry. I have 3 screens. You guys know I got a new TV actually the other day. So it was actually nice to watch the Winter Olympics. Or actually I like to watch like national park shows. Like Yellowstone. Maybe I should move to Wyoming. It's quiet. No state tax. I don't know, bro. This is it's kind of ugly. I'm gonna delete this breaker inversion because I'm still kind of bullish on the day. Just think maybe, it's too tight of a stop, I suppose. You can't really get in without having a very wide stop, I guess. So I measured this range, 50% down here for NASDAQ. Yeah, sorry, dipped into this 50% down here. LUK, bro. No, like, this is what we've had since the open, is just, like, from here. Not my fave. It's kind of what happened yesterday. So we'll see if we take out this high with a displacement again. But then I just have to kind of be careful about entries again. The 75 point. Don't you love when that happens? Because like that's the biggest 1 minute candle in the whole session, actually, to the downside. Or I think in general, the whole session. I guess way too many people were long, I suppose. Okay. Back to baseline. I said I wasn't sure what was happening. Now I'm leaning on high resistance day to the upside. I'm not too worried. Tomorrow's NFP could be, I honestly think it's an easier day. Tanya, I think it's starting to soften. The session low might be the draw. Guess we'll find out if you're right. Like, I don't know. You guys started off this, when I pulled up the chat this morning, 64% bullish. It's kind of price action what happens when too many people are bullish. We're up only 0.2% on the day. I should watch Landman. What's that about? It's lucid down for anybody else. Let me check. I'll check for you along the 1 micro. It was working for me before. Working for me fine. I just took a 1 micro ES long. Worked out. Should watch Silo. I heard that's a scary thing. I don't like watching scary stuff. Stressful. I don't like watching stressful TV. I feel like the day-to-day is stressful enough. Trading and live streaming in front of thousands of people is stressful enough, you know? I watched, I was up to season 2 of Severance. I watched up to like the first or the second episode of season 2, and then I just like stopped watching it. I had to take a pause. It's too much. It's too stressful. That one's more eerie, but you know which one was stressed? I started off. I said I was watching White Lotus. I finished season 1 and 2 very quick. Season 3, like, why are we having a bunch of stressful phone calls right now? I had to stop. I stopped that. I started watching Stick. I watched that. That was good. I watched Jury Duty again. I watched that a few years ago, but I think they're coming out with season 2 now. I think that's a funny show. Basically, they're playing a prank on like one guy. He thinks he's like attending a like he's part of he's just doing jury duty, and they're making like a documentary out of the case. And turns out like everything's fake and everyone else is an actor except for him. They just keep like kind of playing pranks on him to see how much he's going to agree to do. So that's a good show. And now they're coming out with a second season called Company Retreat. So maybe I like a comedy. Recommend me some comedies. Silo, I think that's a science fiction scary thing. I think 4 people, like one of my friends was watching and told me like 4 people die by like the second episode. We're good, bro. Hi, yesterday I got funded. It took me 1 year with learning ICT. That's good. It's about the average. But today I lose at some point my confidence and I was confused. I have revenge trading and I feel disturbed. Funded, still live. That's good. That your funded is still alive. That's good. So you lost some confidence. I think it's just about expectations, you know? It's like today, it's okay, you win some, you lose some. You know, you can recognize today's market is a little bit tougher than yesterday's, I think. And in general, the market the past few weeks has been hard because, I mean, look at the weekly. We've just been consolidating, right? So if you lose some confidence, what you have to do is just lower your sizing until you gain some confidence back again. And pat yourself up on the back when you're like, okay. When you have a win, pat yourself on the back. Say, okay, yeah, I analyzed everything correctly and I executed correctly. Well, this is actually hilarious. So we've been creating just like more consolidation. Like this candle wiped people out and just consolidating higher, like going higher again. ES did take out that new high of day. Let's see if we get some speed here. 5-minute FEG will be created. That would be nice. I don't know if I'm expecting that, but considering the rest of it, but it's not too a bad idea. Hourly looks really funky. That wick on the 4 hours crazy. The hourly. Fair enough, it dropped to stop some people out. I guess when you make a big wick, sometimes it comes back into the wick. Close above it. Yeah. I'm not even mad, bro, but I'm just trying to think of like the next potential trade. Like I'm still bullish. I'm trying to think about what that looks like and where the stop would be. It's kind of difficult. I think it's more like I want to see a 5-minute break again. An FEG, kind of like yesterday, provided that a couple times, right? This is a 5-minute, right? Retraced to here. Kind of the same thing that happened with us. It retraced a lot. Another break, and then I entered here. That was at 10:25. Yeah, that it made a second break of the high. Happened at 10:05, and then it retraced at 10:25. It was a nice up after that. But here, it is starting off kind of similar, right? Took out that low. But we're not having like another break of the high. It's a day before NFP, like things can just retrace really deeply. I feel like I need to highlight this 5-minute on this here, really, but it's such a big one. Even parts of this is actually still in the premium, which is funny. Okay, bullish FEG. Where is this? Right. And what am I doing? Okay, this. Let's see, the 3-minute, 2-minute. Yeah, that's the things that we left all this open, kind of. Who's to say we don't drop again? This low is 358. This low is 357.75. Took it out by like a tick and came into this 5-minute. But for me to think that this is like a good low to go put a stop against would have to mean like we break some highs with a displacement. That's just not happening. So I'm thinking that today is a high resistance day. Like if I would go to long, it's probably, I don't know, within here, a deep retracement within it. But then it's like with the timing of it all, I don't know if I would trust that because that timing happened at around 11. Market feels kind of like it's dried up. Like we're still respecting this daily VIB. So I'm kind of interested to see today. Yeah, we're having a smaller range altogether. Well, less than 200 points on the day. And the average true range of the last 5 days is 557. So like that, those are some things you can look at. Just feel like, okay, well, today is a harder day. It's okay if I took a loss, right? So, let's think. Other possibility is that we fail here today, right? We fail here, and next coming days we go lower. I want to see what this daily candle closes like. If we fail, especially if we close red, that would be kind of good. Yeah, that would be nice. Then I would look for shorts during NFP. Where's the opening of the day? Yeah, even though I took a loss today, like low-key, it was kind of funny to me. Because it's like, that's exactly how, smart money kind of likes to knock people out. There's too many stops there. They're going to just knock it out like that. It's crazy. Then I was also kind of just like, all right, took time after it to reset, right? It's important to do that because, some other people might get mad and just immediately short. Think like, okay, I'm going to reverse my position. Look, we've just been consolidating. It's not the best. You have ES took out this high also, just now. But again, we're just consolidating. So it's just, I'm like I said, I'm kind of still bullish. I'm thinking high resistance to the upside. But the session's almost coming. We have 20 minutes left in the session. Fair enough. Just lock in. 30 minutes left. Lock in, bro. Let me know in the chat what you think of this price action today. Someone says they think that it won't go above the daily gap. Fair enough. Action is okay. Horror is too stressful for a movie for genres. Yeah, I'm okay. I watched Indiana Jones. I watched James Bond. Oh, it's good. I watched one with Harrison Ford, the Indiana Jones, the first one. It's good. I watched Thunderball, James Bond. Sean Connery is like 1964. It kind of shocked me how he just wasn't a very good spy in that movie. It's kind of ridiculous a little bit. But I'm gonna watch the first one. I think Dr. No, and then maybe Goldfinger, and then I'll watch Casino Royale again. I like Casino Royale. I haven't watched any of the new ones past Casino Royale, actually. Or I watched Dexter Resurrection. Is that the guy that like kills people? I'm not gonna watch that, really. Do I take my time on evals, or do I start high risk to start live as soon as possible and count bloated evals as the cost of business? That's exactly what I do. I try to do it as fast as possible, and because to me, I'd rather save my time. Like, there's a conversion, time and money, right? And it isn't just a business expense. So I like to just, on the evals, honestly, I'd like divide the drawdown by 2, and then just try to take it there in like 2 trades, 3 trades. Tiny equals robot, that's funny. Steven says he's in a short. Good luck, Steven. Maybe. I said it's kind of high resistance. It could come down again, take out that low. I don't know. It's kind of feels like ping pong right now. Yeah, we are in this daily VIB level. My thing is, though, I would have rather, it's not an easy short by any means, because if I was going to go short, I would have rather like the open take out this previous day high and then fail, and then it would have been an easier type of short play. But here it's not even easy for that. We've just been consolidating the past 20 minutes, I think, or more. Sometimes it's a blessing to get stopped out, it's a rip off the bandage. Gotta think about it that way. Just gotta be neutral. Their last 30 minutes, it's been consolidating, so I'd rather just rip off the bandage, get stopped out quick, than hold a trade in consolidation for 30 minutes. But yeah, if you get stopped out, if you make any sort of error or anything, it's best to just be neutral. Just be like, okay, moving on, you know? Otherwise, you're gonna go crazy. It's actually funny. I'm down $669 right now. $669. Bear Palmic says it's doo-doo. Price is doo-doo. He's gonna set alerts. Do I play tennis? Not that often. But I not play it. Pretty good. For like a regular person, not like a tennis person. If that makes sense. I took tennis gym in high school once, and tennis is actually really similar to volleyball. I was on the volleyball team. Like the serving's like pretty much the same. And anyway, my coach was, the teacher was the basketball coach. I was also on the basketball team. But I didn't really know anyone in the class because it was mostly juniors in the class. I was a sophomore at the time. So I got paired up with another sophomore, and it was actually a guy from the boys volleyball team. At the end of the school year, you do like a tournament. And it's one of my good memories of high school because it was a tough high school, a lot of rigorous work, but it was the finals of the tennis tournament, and the finals were me and my partner, who was also sophomore. We were both volleyball players against two guys, and they were juniors, and they were both on the tennis team. And it was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of like tie, deuce, advantage, deuce, deuce. It was a lot. And the class is watching. It's the finals. And we won. The volleyball players beat the tennis players that day. I got a 98 in gym class that semester. That was epic. I couldn't believe it. And the guy, the volleyball player, he wasn't even like a tall guy. He was a libero. I was taller than him. So I'm just saying for like reach, but like we were jumping all over the place. It's crazy. Tennis is fun. I watched the US Open. But I was watching some Winter Olympics yesterday, bro. Women's free skiing. It was crazy. They have like rails and like 3 jumps, and I watched the last run of it, and all the women were wiping out, like who were in the finals, like 70% of them. I think like only 25% of like the world's best skiers actually get a medal, because versus like for Michael Phelps, he won 75% of his Olympic runs. Because skiing is just so variable with the weather and the sunlight, which is crazy. If you don't get good sun, you can't see like the grooves in the snow from what other people ski before you. I don't know, but I think that's crazy sport. All those jumping, it's like the X Games. I stick to regular sports. I do golf now. Like I said, someone said triangle forming Illuminati. Which triangle? The huge pennant here? Bro, it doesn't look the best. It's like just slowly grinding up. I don't even feel confident putting this off there, really. What time is it? It's about to be the 10:50 macro. And we did nothing. You gotta watch the other Daniel Craig James Bond film. They're so good. Skyfall is your favorite. Yeah, I will. It's on my agenda, I think, because Netflix like bought all the James Bond films. Why not? I like Daniel Craig. He seems like he's a good spy. Explorer says, I have a 100% win rate strategy, but the problem is I can't execute it in the live market because you have to make real quick decisions and process so much information at once. Is there anyone that can code an algo for me using predefined rules so it executes automatically following the rules? 100% win rate is a wild claim. Which copy trader do I recommend? I use Replicanto. Yeah, once I'm funded, I like to take the drawdown and divide it by 10. Or, yeah, basically by 10. So then you would have to have 10 losing trades in a row to lose the account, Ask AI to code you 100% win rate, yeah. AI is so good. You ever ask AI to ask how many R's are in strawberry? Yeah, we're not getting any movement higher in the 5, so this is such ugly action. Oh my gosh. This hourly's mad ugly, bro. So was a macro coming? I don't know. Yeah, it's 10:50. I'll give the Bears that. So he has took out that high just with a wick retraced. But we haven't had any more breaks of structure to the downside. This is a swing low, got broken, left some FEGs up here, sure, retraced to there, left the swing high decently. Now we're we're at the swing low again. I'll tape read this to see if it works. But I'm really not bearish so much. Maybe there's a bearish retracement down to here. Let's see. It would be there to there, but I'm just not that confident about that. See what the range has been. Pretty much an 80-point range for the last 30 minutes or so. Poo-poo. You can expect this before NFP, so whatever. Prices scam me today. And where do you think this hourly is going to close? In the next 7 minutes. I think it doesn't matter where it closes so much. It looks ugly no matter where it closes. It's literally like a doji right now. It's exactly where it opened. The 10 a.m. open. I miss 10 a.m. news days. See the calendar for the rest of the week. 8:30. Wait, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow you have NFP at 8:30. And we have Thursday, we have 8:30 unemployment claims. And we have CPI on Friday, which is going to be fun. There's still a bunch piles of snow in New York City. Piles and piles of snow. And garbage, by the way. It's been 2 weeks. The sanitation department said that they had hot tubs or whatever, and they were going around melting the snow. I haven't seen it anywhere except for the Upper East Side. So it's trash. $21 live positions, someone said. Yeah, you have 21 accounts. It's cool. Is Replicanto using Trading as well, or just NinjaTrader? It's a NinjaTrader plugin. But if you have it open on NinjaTrader, for example, and then you go and put your order on Trading, if you have NinjaTrader open and Replicanto on there, you put an order on that account on Trading, it's still gonna copy trade to the other accounts because you have the NinjaTrader open and the order going through. This price action's trash. I agree, Matt Keener. It's 43 degrees in Fahrenheit in northwest Indiana, next to Chicago. It's funny, Mark. I actually have friends from Indiana that I met at trivia. But I don't think it's northwest. I have no idea. They went to Purdue. Does chat think we're gonna go end up stopping everybody's been long versus this low? They actually didn't even retrace this guy here. It's still kind of ugly. The way the price action's been just playing out, it's ugly. Come back to the first presented FEG or not? Right, first presented FEG is all the way here. Actually, this low is right above it. Oh, there it is. That was kind of funny. That was a quick drop, 20 points. Congrats if you took that short little scalp. Yeah, like I said, I did not anticipate this. I did not want to trust that low. And now it's 10:56. Let's see how this candle closes on the hourly. Thoughts? Thoughts, chat? Thoughts? Let me know. Do you remember what this is? Shout out to the guys that he was short over here. Nice job. Yeah, it's kind of like a scalp short was formed. Nothing that I really was too crazy about. See if that ends up being the long to go for later. Let's see, 5 minute, just retraced to 50%. 15-minute candle, there's no FEG there, which sucks. I don't have faith in this price action for the rest of the day. It doesn't really look that crazy. What you have is ES didn't take out that low. We are pushing back up immediately after that. Low is taken. Does it have any more juice? I don't know. Still 1058, so it's not like over. See this hourly? Hourly's back to being a doji. Where are we going to close? Right at it? Let me know. Do you think we'll close red or green? All right. Vote. You have like 30 seconds to vote. I want to know. This is I actually don't care. I don't mind taking a quick stop out in this ugly ass price action. So there's no retracement here into a 1 minute for me to want to go long into it. So I missed that. This was very convincing to me. 10:06, but it was just a fake out. You guys voted 51%, 53% green, and 47% red. It's 50-50. Well, always is 50-50. Today we were very bullish, though, 64%. Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing convincing here. I think we're just going to consolidate or maybe drip lower. You could dig deeper into this, for sure. Yeah, yesterday's price action was better. I think tomorrow will also be better. It's NFP. Actually, don't mind NFP days. When I was a beginner trader, I was very cautious. I still am cautious, but I used to not even trade those days, but now I definitely do. It's good. It's good volatility. Like, you can't say you're not going to trade a no news day and then also not trade NFP and FOMC and CPI. And what are you waiting for? Just 10 AM news days? Okay, what do we end at? Red. Hourly close red. End up just drooping lower then. I think I might put an alert here if we close above this high. This was the short-term high. In the 5 minute. I don't really have, high expectations for today. If you're green today, congrats. Pat yourself on the back, but I'm not. I'm red. I took one long here. Literally here, and I got stopped out like 2.5 minutes after. It was kind of funny. And honestly, I didn't take another trade, and we didn't really move that much, so we're literally in the middle of the whole range. So yeah, stay safe, everybody. Don't be a degenerate. I'm gonna log off. I'd rather wait for better price action, where it's easier to make money. Have a good day. See you back tomorrow, 9:15. Ciao.